I believe there where you are is probably as cold. We're warm and we're going. So, as you know, with these follow-up sessions on in the director workshops, in my experience, I've learned that I can impact when you revisit it, hear it again. It can perhaps spark something that wasn't sparked the first. Doing what we're doing, and our results are not what we want, then we've got to change how and what we are doing. And quite frankly, if we look at the results in Kenya and Uganda, broadly speaking, there are exceptions. The results are a bit depressing. It's not where it used to be. It's not where it can be. And that is why between AJ and myself, we are committing to doing what we can to help and support you. But remember, we can only help you. It comes down to you, what you do, how you do it, your approach to the business. So we're trying to guide you along these directions. Now, we'll be having 2 more of these sessions. The next is on the 8th of July. Because there are good ways and better ways and not such good, excuse me, good ways. On the 22nd of July, that's still a bit open. But now, just launch and 5 guidelines. The first is ethical and caring leadership. If that is not there, then your foundation is very weak and your business will. Second point I said is that we've got to develop leaders. Justice Musa shared a poll to show the group, because it just underscores the development, the importance of developing leaders in your business. If people feel threatened when other leaders are developing in their business and come with a very negative attitude. The third point is I said we should think long term. Don't make decisions that will benefit you in the short term, but will actually harm you in the long term. And the fourth point, that if we don't have enough people, we're always going to struggle to qualify. I said that we should balance the width with the depth. The volumes of people we sponsor personally. So bear that in mind. Watch this again if you haven't seen it the first time. Now, today we're going to talk about probably the most critical element. I didn't specifically mention that in the director workshops as such, but it was implied all along. And then I'm going to be very short about that because and then AJ is going to come in and talk about something that we spent quite a bit of time with in the director workshops. But you know, sometimes we hear something and we go away and we forgot what we heard. So I'm happy, AJ, to have you on the call. AJ is our big partner in the business, and I so value what you bring to the business. AJ comes with we don't have. So AJ, I look forward to you sharing in a few minutes. Now, I'm going to talk today about, as I say, something absolutely critical.
Sorry, Mike.
Yes.
Can you put off your video? Your connection is not very stable. So maybe if you put off your video, we might be able to get the words clear. Sorry about that.
Okay, let me just, are you not getting the words at all? Are you not getting the words?
No, so that we are losing the words because I think your network is showing red, meaning it's not a very strong connection today. So when you put off the video, we might be able to hear you.
That is surprising because we're supposed. Can you hear me now, Paul?
Yes, now we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, well, that's a pity because the video always supports what one is saying. But anyway, a strong cable data. But anyway, so the first point I want to talk about attitude. Now, that's something that we all know about. We've heard about it. But, you know, it's something. Zig Ziglar says that our attitude will determine our altitude. Our attitude will determine our altitude. And that is so true. If we approach the business with attitude, we cannot expect to have positive results, because what we sow is what we will reap. I came across a saying, and I'm sorry you won't now be able to see it, which says that attitude is like a flat tire. A bad attitude is like a flat tire. If you don't change it, you'll never go anywhere. Bad attitude is like a flat tire. If you don't change it, you won't go anywhere. Think about that. You're driving in your car, you have a puncture, the spare is flat as well, you're stuck. And that is, we're in a people business. And dealing with people is different than tools and throw the tools around, but you can't do that with people. When we work with people, our attitude shows. People can, our attitude is like a mirror for ourselves. We can see ourselves in our attitudes. And it's, for people, it's like a window. People can see through the window what we are like. And our results is a result of our attitude, because our attitude affects what we do, how we do it, and that will bring us the results. So a negative attitude will lead to negative actions, negative feelings, bring negative responses. Because we will always sow what, or we don't like to accept the fact our results are, in a sense, a reflection of us. Our results are, in a sense, a reflection of us. Albert Einstein becomes a weakness of character. Our attitudes eventually form us. And if we have negative attitudes or bad attitudes, that builds into our character. That becomes us. During the workshops, and you've seen it before, even, that people 20% on our skills. Now, it's important to be skilled. People are 80% of our success depends on our character differently. And that is why Stephen covered not competency failure. It's not lack of skills, but lack of character. Now, the saddest thing about this is the people who most need to, excuse me, respond up from the neck up are probably the least likely to do it. You know, if you don't deny it, and secondly, they'll be angry at you for telling them. So the fact is, without a positive attitude, especially towards people, you may go up, but you'll come down again. You may go give up. Because the fact is that our business is built on a relation. The business is built one relationship at a time. Now work with one person. You can work with a number of people building a relationship. Get lazy. We think we can get away with just working with people in groups. But people need to be noticed, to feel valued, to feel cared for. So we've got to spend time and effort with something that just happens because people sit in a meeting.
Hello, Mike. Mike.
Now,
sorry, Mike. I can't see
yes.
anything. Can't see anything on your screen. Can't see, your screen is blank on your presentation.
Well, I switched off my video because but I switched off my video.
So if you switch off your video, does your will your sharing on your,
because Paul said that it affected the sound.
I'm just trying to figure out if you switch off your video, does that still affect you're able to share your screen? I'm not quite sure about that. Is that the case, Paul?
No, it should not affect. Mike, are you using your screen? Are the notes that you're teaching on your screen as well?
So Paul, Mike we should still be able to share his screen, right?
Yeah, I think what we must do is.
Go ahead, Mike.
AJ, Paul said I should switch off my screen because it seems that the internet connection is not good enough to carry the audio and the visual.
No, your visual will be okay. So share your screen, Mike. Put your video off, but share the screen. I'm sure we'll be able to see the screen, even if we can't see your face.
Okay, let me try again then.
Just try.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
I can see it, but it's blank. For some reason, it's blank.
Can you try to move forward, Mike, with your
screen?
Now?
Yeah,
okay, we can see attitude. The first page of attitude.
Okay, so let me quickly recap. Yeah. Okay. So let me success, because your attitude determines your altitude. That's what Zig Ziglar taught us. You'll never go anywhere. And the fact is, our attitude will show in our actions, whether we're abusive to people, caring, team player. That's of course wrong. It all comes out in our attitudes. Now, Albert Einstein said weakness of attitude becomes a weakness of character. It becomes us, our thinking, our normal thinking. I told you that success depends mostly on character. Stephen Covey says 90% of it. The fact is, people only follow and do business with people they like and trust. I think our attitude towards people, towards the business, towards life in general, one relationship at a time. And I said that doesn't mean that you spend a year just with one person, especially if you understand the fact of focusing quality time with leaders and let the leaders develop the people that bad relationships will break the business. So that is something we we need to work on. Negative attitude is very slim. It's very sensitive. We've got to work on it from booking in the parking garage, going into a shopping mall. And a woman walked in and she stepped aside in front of me again. And I thought, oh, man, stupid woman. But I changed full positive smile. So in every moment, we must check we choose our attitudes. We can be influenced into thinking in the wrong direction. News too much, we could become negative. But we're not forced to think in a certain way. We choose our attitudes. We've got to accept responsibility for how we think. And I think in that aspect, all of us need improvement. And it's a daily thing. We work on it daily. Graham Cole to South Africa always said, working on your attitude is like working on housework. If you don't remember, your attitude determines your altitude. Folks, we need to check. I hope you could see some of what I shared.
Yes, we can see it, Mike.
But getting the idea. So, okay, but I'm stopping now so that AJ can take over. He's got another meeting at technical problems, but you please go ahead.
Okay. Paul, can you hear and see me properly?
Yes, we can hear you. AJ,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stop Mike's screen.
Yeah, I think there must be a problem with our systems in South Africa because I'm now using my cell phone as a hotspot and it seems to be a bit better.
Mike, you can stop sharing your screen, eh?
Okay, I've stopped sharing.
All right, so thank you, Mike. We appreciate your information, the slides that you gave to us. There's some incredible information in there that help us to be aligned. I think what happens in this business is that we get so caught up in the business, in the day-to-day, trying to get our PV and trying to get our basics right, which is not a bad thing, but sometimes we lose sight of things like attitude, things like caring for people. And the topic that I wanted to discuss, so Paul?
Yes, AJ.
So the people that got their videos on, they get a free Neolife product. I'm just saying. I can already see that Job is going to get one. Lydia's going to get one. Oh, here we go. Now it's like lighting up like a little Christmas tree because we got to offer something for free.
Just is on now.
If it's for free, AJ, we will come on. We'll show our faces. I'm not cooking
before they increase. I have their photos now.
I'm not cooking food in the kitchen, AJ. I'm not feeding the kids, AJ. You can see me. So, Paul, take a screenshot of everybody who's on video, and they'll get something free from Neolife. Imagine something free.
I have. Thank you. Just
wow. Yeah, guys, if I can't see you, I've got no energy. AJ, I've got no energy if I can't see you, right? If I can't see your smiling face, then I can't talk. Then I'm like, right? Okay, so let's start again. Mike shared some incredible insights with us, okay, about who we should be as human beings before we even leaders, before we even directors or rubies or sapphires, no matter what status we are. Who are we as individuals and people as a business? And I really believe people come to us, people join us because of us. Pleasing personalities, friendly people, always have our distributors' best interests at heart. That's why I believe people join us. I mean, you look at a guy like Justice, when he smiles, Justice, when you smile, the whole of Uganda smiles. Do you know that? Justice? It's amazing. And I'm using Justice as an example. All of you, when you smile, you set the world alight, okay? And I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple of things that is happening in our business, because I believe in competitive spirit, right? I believe that sometimes we've got to compete a little bit. We've got to compete. I mean, if we don't compete, we start to get a bit lethargic and we start to get a bit lazy, okay? And sometimes good competition, and I'm talking healthy competition, not unhealthy competition. I'm not talking about standing on somebody else to achieve something for yourself. I'm talking about a little bit of healthy competition amongst ourselves, all right? So I'm going to share something. I don't have a presentation, but I want to share stuff. So I want you to please take note, and I want you to write things down, because I'm going to challenge you today. I'm going to challenge you. AJ is going to challenge you to challenge yourself. You're not doing this for me. You're doing this for you. I want you to be the highest pin you can be. Why? Because you deserve to be there. We don't do this. We don't do this every day because we have to. We do this because we want to, right? So I looked at how many directors. Now think about the directors. We got directors on this call. We've got emerald directors on this call. We've got sapphires. We've got 1 ruby, 2 ruby, 3 ruby, 4 ruby, 5 ruby. Think about the directors that you have in your business. And I'm talking to every single one of you as individuals and independent, successful distributors, right? How many directors are you creating? How many directors are you building in your business? Now, you need to take note of this, because I care about every single one of you. I'm passionate about your success. I really am. These are not empty words. I don't have a PowerPoint presentation to be able to tell you what's coming from my heart. Here, from here. Right? From here. I'm passionate about your success. And I feel, and Mike was right, I feel that we are not performing at our best. And sometimes you need a bit of a push, right? And sometimes you need a shove. But I'm saying to you today, I want you to go back and look in your business. Look in your business, which I care about. I care about you. I care about your business. I care about the people in your business. They're not just things. They are people with blood and emotions. I want you to look at how many directors you've created this year. You need to come up with that number. Maybe it's 0, but that's fine. But then you can create 1 director. If you're a director, you can create another director. There's no reason why you can't. If you're currently an emerald director, you should have directors in your team, because then you know you can earn leadership development bonus. I want you guys to earn the maximum that you can earn. Why not? This money, the money in Neolife is infinite. It's like the universe, the galaxy, it's infinite. You can make as much money as you want to make in this business, but you've got to help other people to make as much money in the business what they can make. And I'm passionate about this, guys. And let me give you some numbers, okay? And this is important. I'll come back to conversion ratios later, but I want to share this with you. In the last 12 months, so if you look from June 2021 to May this year, that's 12 months, right? Do you know that in the whole of Kenya, right, we only produced 8 directors in the whole country. Uganda only produced 7 directors. Right? I believe we can do 3 times more than that. Now, let me give you a couple of numbers, okay, about how our friends and our colleagues are doing in Africa, because maybe this will be a bit of a wake-up call about how we are not performing to our full potential. And I'll start from the smallest country and it's Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, right? In the last 12 months, they produced 8 directors, same as Kenya, and their PV's not even a quarter of Kenya's PV, okay? So remember, I'm talking about potential again. And I'm giving you a bit of a push here, right? Let's talk about Togo. Togo, tiny country, 8 million people. Togo, tiny. I mean, if you look at the African map, you can hardly even see it, right? Togo produced 33 directors in the last 12 months. 33. When I see Uganda not even close to that, I go, what's going on? Why are we not there? You've got an amazing... You're the leaders. You're amazing leaders. You're not working to your full potential. I want to push you. Let's keep going. Cameroon, 42 directors, 42. Ghana, right? Smaller population than both your countries, right? Ghana, 125 directors, right? I won't even talk about Nigeria, because when I tell you how many directors Nigeria produced, you'll say, AJ, I think you've had a little bit too much coffee this morning. You might have exaggerated the number. So we'll skip them, okay? Let's go to Benin Republic. Benin Republic has only been open officially for 3 months, right? And they produced 142 directors in the last 12 months. Officially opened for 3 months, although they've been trading for over 2 years now. But without a DC, they only got their DC in April. In fact, the DC only started operating in May. And they're doing 142 directors a month. Who wants to know how many directors Nigeria produced? Put your hand up. Put your hand up. Okay, I'll tell you it's over 1,000, right? But that's not my point. Team, I'm trying to get you excited about the opportunity, the potential of developing directors, people that want to earn 4,000 QPV, that they want to earn some decent money. Because it's really at director level that people start making good money, right? And it's, what are we doing this for? We're doing this for money. We're doing this to get our finances into a position where we can start becoming financially independent. And if you do not want to become financially independent or financially free, put your hand up. Put your hand up now if you don't want to become financially free. Of course you do. And I want you to be financially free. I want you to become financially independent, that you don't owe anybody a cent, that you're not in debt, that your kids are going to the best schools, that you're driving the best car that you can drive, the best property that you can live in, that you can buy a second property and rent it out and even make more money. So if you're a director, you need to be stepping up. Here's my challenge. In the next 6 months, team, I'm here to push you. And you can put your hand up now and say, AJ, please don't push me, and I won't push you. But I'm here to push you to achieve what you need to achieve. You need to take 2 steps this year. You need to take 2 steps this year. If you're a qualified director, you should be a Sapphire by the end of this year. And you know why I want you to become a Sapphire? Because I want you to come and join me in Turkey, in Istanbul, next year, May. I want you to be part of that group of people coming with me. Who wants to go to Istanbul next year? Put your hand up. Put your hand up if you want to go to Istanbul next year, May. Come on, team. You got to get excited about this. Come on. I want you all to be in Istanbul next year. But you've got to be a world team member. You've got to be a Sapphire. You know the deal. Let's not play around anymore. Let's get to the steps that we need to get to start hitting the dreams in our lives. We keep saying we've got to do things, we've got dreams, we've got hopes, we've got aspirations. But if we don't step up and we don't bring people up with us, it's not going to happen. So, how many directors are you going to create this year? You know how many you've created this year. You're going to push yourself. You've got the rest of June, you've got July, August, September, October, November, December. You get 6 months. When it comes at convention, right? I'm going to be looking for you because you are my super group. I'm going to be coming to you and saying, right, tell me how many directors you created. And you're going to look at me and you're going to say, AJ, I created 1, 2, 5, 10, 20. Doesn't matter. But you need to start looking at how many directors you're creating. Now, how do you create directors? You start with the people that you bring into this business. You need to write this down. Every single person that comes into your business is a potential director. You don't know what they can achieve. You don't know. When you sign up somebody, you have no idea where they can be or where they can go. You have no idea. They know 0 and you know 100%. And it's up to you to bring them into the business. So they start as distributors, right? Now, the company's responsibility, and Paul, you and I will work on this, is that our new distributor orientation, the company is going to work as hard as we can to get the new distributors in our business to understand the business, to know how to make money, and know how to step up to manager pretty quickly. Now, we all know that 500 points, you were there where you thought that getting 500 points was a major milestone. And you worked towards it. You worked with your leaders. You worked with the company. You got to 500 points. You became a manager. Then you said, right, senior manager, next step, 1,000 points. Now we have an executive manager position at 2,000 points. And we now have a fast track to director at 4,000 points. You be a qualified executive manager, 250 points. You do 4,000 points and 250 personal points. You become a director. We've made it easy. Now, I'm not saying it's easy to get there. We've made it less complicated to get to those steps to become a director. But come on, team, we need to get everybody in our teams up to 4,000 points. We can do it. Now, I don't have to tell you, when you create a director, you get leadership development bonus. Let me tell you something now. Your LDB will be bigger than your SVB if you create directors. It'll be more. You'll earn more. You'll earn more money by creating more directors. Now, you need to write down LDB. LDB. Leadership development bonus. And I want you to set yourself a goal today that you're going to earn big leadership development bonus. You're going to earn big. You know why? Because you're going to create directors now in the next couple of months. Don't tell me you can't, because I know you can. I know you can. I know you can. And team, life's too short. We got to get moving. We got to start. When we bring people into our business, let's care for them. Let's treat them with love and respect. Let's help them build their businesses. Get them to manager as soon as possible. Get them to senior. They want to start making money. When you signed them up, you told them that there's lifestyle. You can help them with making more money, recognizing them. There's travel. There's health. There's all these great things when we sign them up. But sometimes we don't follow through, and then they leave us. And then you've got to start all over again. So if you bring in 10 people into your business, I'm going to use numbers. I'm going to go back to conversion ratios, right? And conversion ratios, I want you to write this down. This is important because if you know how you're converting, you're either going to make money or you're going to lose money. I don't want you to lose money. Come on. Who goes to the casino and says, I lost $1,000? Nobody. Who goes to the casino and says, I won $1,000? Everybody. So if you recruit 10 people come into your business, okay? 10 people, just using round numbers. 5 of those need to become managers. That's a 50% ratio. Half of your new starts need to become managers. That's a fact. Remember, we're giving you these ratios to optimize your earnings. These are minimum ratios. This is minimum, guys. Ladies, we want you to earn as much as you possibly can in this business. So 10 new starts, 10 new recruits, 10 people that you've sponsored, 5 must become managers. 5. That's 50%. Now, you want people to step up to senior manager, right? So out of those 10, we're saying at least 2 must become senior manager. 2. So that's a 20%. So out of 10, 5 must become managers. That's 50% conversion. Then we say you want 2 to become senior managers. That is now a 20% conversion, right? Now we're saying at least 1 of those 10 should become an executive manager. Just 1. That's now a 10%, right? And then you need to be creating a director at least every 3 months, right? Imagine if you create a director every 3 months. That's 4 directors in a year. I mean, come on, 4 directors. 4 directors. I mean, now you're knocking on 2 Ruby door. 4 directors, 40,000, 30,000 PV. 4 directors, 30,000 leg. 4 direct legs, 30,000 PV. Now you're looking at a 2 Ruby. Conversion ratios. Make sure your people are stepping up at the numbers that you need to be so that you can optimize your earnings. If you bring 10 people into the business and only 2 become managers, right? The other 3 you've lost on that income. So that's 1,000, that's 500 PV per manager that you've lost. That's 1,500 PV that from their earnings that you've lost on SVB. So I'm going to push you, team. I'm going to push you. I'm going to push you because I know you can do it. And I'm going to shove you in the right direction. And Paul is going to shove you in a nice way. So when we shove you, we've got our arm around you and we're going to shove you, right? You're not going to do one of these from behind. We're going to grab you around the arm, around the shoulder, wherever, and we're going to push you in the direction which is forward. So to the directors, you need to create a director. Emerald directors, same thing. Sapphire directors, you really should have 3 legs to start going for Ruby. Remember, I said you must take 2 steps this year. If you're a 1 Ruby director, you should be taking 2 steps to 3 Ruby. If you're a Sapphire, you should take 2 to 2 Ruby. If you're an Emerald, you need to take 2 steps to at least get to 1 Ruby. There's a lot of exciting things happening. In September, it is Ruby orientation. Who of you want to go to Ruby orientation, South Africa, for free? Come, put your hand up for me. Put your hand up for me. Ruby orientation for free. Come on, guys. Whenever I say free, if I say free, the screen lights up here with smiling faces. Imagine going to South Africa for 4 days free. Come on. Your air tickets paid. Your hotels paid. The food is fantastical. And all you have to do is step up to become a 1 Ruby, right? It doesn't stop there. You'll go to Istanbul next year. But I want you to start focusing on developing directors. I want you to start focusing on your conversion ratios. Make sure people step up and you make the most money that you can make. And here's the thing, when you're pulling them up to step up, okay, they're also going to make money. Managers don't make a lot of money. Senior managers don't make a lot of money. Executive managers, now we start talking. In director, we know we start making good money. Put your hand up if you're ready to take AJ's challenge. Put your hand up. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Paul, I want to see a screenshot, all those hands up, right? Right? Going to push you. Okay, team. Remember, I do this because I truly want every single one of you to achieve your goals that you've set yourself in life. And for those of you that only did your goal setting in January, New Year resolutions, right? Go back to wherever you were with your goals. Figure out why your business is not growing. And here's my last request from you. Every single one of you are potentially a PT, a 4 Ruby director. Every single one of you are potentially a 4 Ruby director. And 4 Ruby as a PT, the money is insane. The trips overseas are incredible. The recognition, I don't have to tell you that. But you need to figure out what's happening in your business or not happening. So here's some homework I want you to do. Please write this down. I want you to get back to Paul on what your activity is for June, July, and August. Only 3 months up into convention. What is your activity that you're going to do with your team? What is the activity you're going to do? Meetings, training, whatever. You need to send it to Paul and say, Paul, this is what I'm doing in June, what's left of June. This is what I'm doing in July, and this is what I'm doing in August. Are you coming to the convention, yes or no? We want you to be there. Come on. I know it's in Tanzania, but we can be there. You know what? COVID restrictions are down. A lot of us down. Some of you don't have to even do tests anymore. Come on. I want you to be at convention. I want you to work towards it. I want you to bring your team to convention. I want you to get your team excited to get to convention. First thing I want you to do is your activity, right? What are you doing? The second thing I want you to do is look at the support that you need from the company to help you to get to 2 steps, even if it's 1 step. If you're an Emerald and you want to get to Sapphire, you've got to go from 5,000 points to 10,000 points, right? What do you need to do to get those 4,000? What is it that the company can help you with? It doesn't matter what it is. Tell us what you'd like us to help you with. Is it guest speakers on Zoom? Is it venue help? Do you need help with venues? Do you need help with training? Do you want guest speakers from other countries? Do you want someone to come on and have a Zoom with your team and spark something and ignite some excitement with your team? So a lot to do. A lot you can do. So if you're comfortable, it's up to you whether you want to get out of that comfort zone or not. I'm going to try and pull you out of that comfort zone. I'm going to push you out of that comfort zone. So is Paul. So is the leadership in the countries, because we believe in you. And guys, this is not motivational speak from AJ. This is practical. What are you going to do to develop your directors? How are you going to develop your next set of managers and senior managers and get them to where they need to be? Is your training on track? Are you attending all the events? Are you doing a system that's working? Never mind the 3 daily success habits, that's a given. But do you have an income generating system with product? What's your star product? Is it working? If you only focused on Supergrow, I'm okay with that, But if you look at the other nutritional products, you can start building another product, right? You can add another revenue stream next to SuperGrow with our nutritional products. We've removed the SuperGrow cap, the limit, the 1,000 PV limit. We've removed it in Uganda. Here's your opportunity, right? Do it responsibly. Don't open up retail outlets and try and sell it through retail. You know the rules now. But I'm excited because now we can sell this stuff as much as we want to in a responsible way and within the company rules and policies. So team, I don't know about you, but I'm excited about what's going to happen for the rest of this year. I'm excited about what's going to happen from today for the rest of the year for every single one of you. I'm excited about your future. I'm excited about what you can do. But you need to start pushing yourself and getting other people to where they need to be in this business. Let's just not sign them up and leave them. We sign them up, we get them to manager, we get them to senior manager, to executive, they become directors. If you're not a fully qualified director, you need to be in that space. I want to see all of you in Turkey, all of you in Turkey. Why not? Don't you want to go? I want to go. I want to see all of you in Turkey. It's a fantastic place. I was in Istanbul a month ago. I promise you, I almost didn't come back. I almost didn't come back from Turkey. You know why? Because the food is amazing. I think I put on 4 kilograms in 5 days. The sightseeing, the places, the culture, the museums, you name it, the beaches, it's just an amazing place. So from me, AJ, I love you all. I miss you all. You're part of my Neolife family. You're part of what our success. Without you, we can't do this. And I just want you to start getting to the next place where you need to get in your life, but you've got to do it now. Don't wait. Don't sit around. Let us know what support you need. And I want you to tell us what activity you're doing so we can fill in the gaps for you. I want to thank Mike again. Mike, thank you so much. I know we had a couple of technical glitches. I want to thank the staff for the help, the great help they do. Paul, Godfrey, Fred, everyone, the staff that are on the call here. I don't know who else is on here. I can't see all of you. I don't know if Alan's on here. Freddie's here. Paul, Godfrey. I know that Jane's coming back soon. So from me, AJ, let's do this. We're right behind you. If you ever thought the company's not behind you, believe me, we're right behind you. And we love you as our distributors and as part of our family. From me, I just say, God bless you and take care. All the best. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, AJ, for that session. I don't know whether Mike has something that he wants to add. Mike, are you still there? Mike was having a challenge. Let me see whether I can make him a host. Mike, you can unmute yourself if there's anything you want to add before we close.
No, I just want to thank AJ for pushing us. He is pushing me as well. And I appreciate that. That is so valuable, the help we get from AJ, Paul, you guys, all of you. Thank you and go well. And I'm sorry about the technical side. I haven't got an explanation for that, but I think it ended well. Thank you very much and God bless from my side.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, AJ. So the leaders who are getting a nice product from Neolife are as follows, okay? From Uganda, we have Odur Abrons, Justus Muhumza, you can smile, Evelyn Murema, Joseph Mugisha, Bright Paul, and this one, I think somebody will say I've rigged him in. That is just Inebiona. So that is the last person. And I'm seeing a gentleman called Daniel. Daniel, I'm not sure which country you are from, because you have only written one name. Let me just unmute you. Which country are you from, Daniel? You can unmute yourself.
Kenya.
You are from
Nairobi,
Kenya.
Kenya.
What is your second name?
Daniel Kiari.
Daniel Kiari. Okay, I got it.
Yes. Thank you.
From at one point, I almost said you are from Uganda. Okay, so those are the people we're getting from Uganda. And from Kenya, we have Job Karanja, Lydia Waruhu, Ann Gao, Georgina Syria, Joanina Magiri, Patricia Mwanki, and Daniel. So those are the people who are getting something Please don't go to the warehouse to claim if you have not had your name. So from Uganda, you'll see Godfrey, and from Kenya, you're going to see Alan. We will make sure that you get something special for coming to the meeting and participating. You know, putting on your video, it's a full participation because we can see your concentration level. So every time we do these kind of meetings, we should all put on our videos and just participate in one or the other. Your smile makes the speaker to be confident, and your facial expression will tell them whether the point is going home or it's not. So thank you so much for those who turned on their video.
So
we have come to the end of our session. Yes, AJ.
Just a quick thing. Everybody on this call that achieved what I asked them to do, which is to step up, even if it's once or twice, we need to know who they are, because there's a special incentive for those people that step up, right? Okay. And those people that are on this call, that the producer director, right? There's something in it for you as well. But I want to know who those people are. So we have an open conversation when we achieve, and then they must tell us when they've managed to get people to step up. Let's do it together. Let's recognize people. Let's get them excited. Let's do it on Zoom. Let's do Zoom, guys. We are the Zoom kings. We are the Zoom. We are the experts in Zoom. Let's do it. And they channel it through you, Paul, and they say, right, Paul, AJ, this is what I've achieved in my team. Can we do a special recognition? I promise you we will do it. I promise you we will recognize everybody that steps up in your team. Thank you.
Thank you. So there you have it. We have some great things happening. You step up or you develop a director. Then we are going to surprise you with an amazing gift. So thank you very much, everyone who's on the call. I think the session has been quite a benefit to each and every one of us. And the best way to get a lot from it is to be able to go out and apply the things that we have been able to learn. So from me, Mike and AJ, we say thank you so much for logging in. Mike, the other session is on 27th, right? I think, yeah, we'll be able to share with you as soon as possible. Mike had shared it in his first screen, but we are going to give you more information in regards to the next session.
It's the 8th of July, Paul, and then again on the 22nd.
8th of July, and then 22nd of July.
And the session on the 8th, I'm going to talk about presentation.
Presentation, okay. All right, we'll be able to make a nice flyer that we are going to circulate to each and every one of us so that we can make sure we are coming in and our directors are also coming in. So thank you so much. Have a lovely day. See you soon. Let's keep on pushing. Month end is just around the corner. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Keep going, guys. Keep going. Smash it. Big month coming. PV is poverty vanisher. PV, poverty vanisher. Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Mukila, you just put on your video now. You just missed the gift, Mukila. And Christine, you're from which country? You can unmute yourself. You have been very attentive.
From Tanzania.
Oh, this is Christine Mavula.
Yeah.
Please go for a gift. Go and get a gift from Dennis. Thank you for representing Tanzania. I think you are the only person from Tanzania.
Okay, thank you.
Karibu sana, asante.
Asante.
Okay, thank you.
I should go and take what?
Enda kwa Dennis, atakupatia zawadi, nitamuongelesha.
Aya.
Umwambie ni ya kuhudhuria mkutano wa leo.
Thank you.
Asante. Aya, kwaherini basi, asanteni.
Asante, kwaheri.
Thank you.
Bye.